The AI revolution is a lie, or at least that's what it feels like sometimes. We are absolutely drowning in headlines promising that AI agents will do our jobs for us, that we're just one prompt away from complete automation. We're being sold a dream. But when you actually try to use these tools for real, complex, high stakes work, you get garbage. So I decided to put the three biggest names in AI agents to the ultimate test: ChatGPT's new agent, Manus, and a new player on the scene that claims to be different, Skywork. The challenge? I gave them all the exact same brutal prompt. This isn't some simple request like, write me a poem about my cat. This is a multi layered professional task. I told them, create a 5 slide investor grade deck on the next gen CPG beverage sector. And I was specific. Slide 1, hard numbers. I demanded real market sizing, data on online penetration, and a 5 year compound annual growth rate, all sourced from reputable reports like Nielsen IQ. Slide 2, core demand drivers. They needed to analyze the shift towards health and wellness, the low sugar trend, the impact of social media, and even recent regulatory changes from the FDA. Slide 3, a full blown competitive map. I wanted an analysis of legacy giants like Pepsi versus the high growth challengers like Olipop and Liquid Death. They had to break down pricing, channel strategy, and brand differentiation. Slide 4, highest growth white spaces. This is where the real money is. I asked for data on emerging categories like nootropics, advanced hydration, and non alcoholic spirits, all backed by real funding and exit data. No guesswork allowed. And slide 5, the clincher: a breakdown of key risks like supply chain volatility and customer acquisition costs, plus a punchy why now call to action. This isn't a book report. This is the kind of work that takes a human analyst days to complete. The kind of presentation that wins or loses $1 million deals. The results were shocking, and they reveal a critical truth about the state of AI that nobody is talking about. Here's the dirty secret: most of these AI tools are just fancy chatbots. They're large language models designed to predict the next word in a sentence. They can write a decent email, sure, but they fundamentally do not understand context, strategy, or data. They can't do deep multi source research across the web and academic papers. They hallucinate numbers. They don't understand the narrative structure of a real business presentation. And when you give them a complex task like this, it shows. Let's check in on our contenders. After 35 agonizing minutes, the ChatGPT agent finally finished. The result? A complete disaster. The formatting is completely broken. The text is a wall of unreadable nonsense. The data is generic, and the design looks like it was made in 1998. It's unusable, a total waste of time. Next up, Manus. It took a full 40 minutes. And at first glance, the design is nice. It looks clean, but look closer. It completely ignored my instructions. I asked for 5 slides, it gave me 10. The content is superficial, missing the deep financial metrics I requested. It's a classic case of style over substance, and it failed to follow the most basic instructions of the prompt. But then there was Skywork. Just 6 minutes and 8 seconds. The timer stops. And the result? It's perfect. This is a professional venture capital grade presentation, ready for a boardroom. This is what the AI revolution is supposed to look like. Let's break this down slide by slide and see what good actually looks like. Slide 1, the market overview. This is exactly what I asked for. Look at these charts. We have the global non-alcoholic market size, a separate chart for the functional beverage market, a detailed US market breakdown showing the split between traditional and functional specialty drinks, and finally, online penetration. And the best part? Look at the bottom. The sources are all there. Grandview Research, Nielsen IQ, Mordor Intelligence, real, verifiable data, complete with a 5-year compound annual growth rate for each segment. Now for slide 2, core demand drivers. Again, flawless execution. It correctly identified the 4 key pillars driving the entire industry. First, the health and wellness focus with a bar chart showing what consumers are looking for: immunity, energy, gut health. Second, the massive low and no sugar trend with a line graph projecting the market growth to over 14%. See KJR. Third, social media discovery, breaking down how platforms like TikTok are reducing customer acquisition costs. And fourth, the impact of upcoming FDA labeling changes. This isn't just a list of facts, it's a strategic analysis of the forces shaping the market. Okay, slide 3. The competitive landscape. This is incredible. This is the kind of slide that would take an analyst a full day to create. It maps legacy players like Pepsi and Coca-Cola against the disruptive challengers. It provides a strategic comparison table analyzing them across 4 key business vectors: pricing, channel strategy, brand positioning, and innovation speed. It even has separate year-over-year growth charts for the legacy players versus the challengers. This one slide tells you everything you need to know about the power dynamics in this industry. And now, slide 4. The highest growth white spaces. This is what an investor really wants to see: the future opportunities. Skywork has identified the 4 most lucrative innovation areas. 1. Nootropics and mood enhancement. 2. Advanced hydration. 3. Non-alcoholic spirits. And 4. Sustainable packaging. And look at this detail. For each white space, it provides the current market size, the projected growth, the compound annual growth rate, and even key funding and exit data like Applause raising a Series A or the massive market for sustainable packaging. This is actionable intelligence, not just information. And finally, slide 5, the investment thesis. It wraps everything up perfectly. On the left, it details the key risks: supply chain volatility, rising customer acquisition costs, and the barrier of retail slotting fees, complete with charts visualizing the data. And on the right, it builds the compelling why now argument, showing the confluence of market trends, creating a unique window of opportunity. It finishes with clear, actionable next steps for due diligence. So, what did we learn? General purpose AI is not ready for specialized, high-stakes work. It's slow, inaccurate, and can't follow complex instructions. But specialized AI, like Skywork, is not just ready. It's a game changer. It's built on a foundation of deep, verifiable research, and it understands the language and structure of professional business analysis. This is what we do here at Mike's AI Forge. We cut through the hype and show you what actually works. If you want to save hundreds of hours and get a real competitive advantage with tools that actually deliver, subscribe to the channel. The next AI I'm testing will blow your mind. Here at Mike's AI Forge, we're not just talking about the future, we're building it, one video at a time. My mission is to give you the real hands-on proof you need to navigate this revolution and use these tools to your advantage. No hype, no BS, just results. I want to know what you think. Drop a comment below. What AI tools should I put to the test next? Which ones have disappointed you? If you got value from this, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. Thanks for watching The Forge. I'll see you in the next one.